Hi everybody, and welcome to the reaction straight after the Carabao Cup semi-final between Man United and Man City. I appreciate obviously tuning into this live stream to cover exactly my reaction from what happened at the game. So both teams obviously looking to get to the final against Spurs. Man United, obviously, they've been on their good run. City, at the minute, they look like they're the ones, obviously, we could be creeping and looking towards the Premier League for me, and they've really found their form. So, really good game. Add to the spice, obviously, a Manchester derby. So, bragging rights is absolutely huge. Going into the game, obviously, City looking to play De Bruyne in that false number 9, no recognised centre forward. And obviously, with United, Rashford, Fernandes, Pogba, who are on form at the minute, looking to cause a lot of problems for Man City. So, we get into the game, and I think it's after 2 minutes. United think they've obviously gone ahead. Rashford manages to get away from the back line. You can see their intentions from very early on that they were going to press high. Rashford's got in behind. He's had a shot, ricocheted, hit the Man City defender. Then it's gone into the back of the net, only for it to be pulled back, and obviously it is offside. So we've had a lively start. Not long after that, we then have the other end. Foden manages to get away from Wan-Bissaka. Now, when Sterling has played against Wan-Bissaka, he's had the better of Sterling, because Sterling is more like trying to get him behind, trying to get your pace in behind. Ain't many people beating Wan-Bissaka for pace, and if you do, he manages to get back and nullify those crosses. Foden is a little bit different. He's not as pacey as obviously Sterling is, but he's a lot more trickier for me, cleverer footballer on the ball. He's managed to wriggle away a few minutes after the Rashford disallowed goal. He's managed to wriggle away for City down the left-hand side, slotted it back, and it was Gundogan that's obviously put it in the back of the net, only for that one to then be offside. So we had a very, very lively start. Both teams came out on the front foot, looking to press. More so, Man United looking to press so City can't play out of their holes, which they like to do. And that's the way that I think you've got to go when it comes to City. You've got to try and press them, because otherwise they'll pick you off very, very easily. They can pick you off when you do press, and that's what was happening. Man United were pressing, they were pressing to try and make something happen. But they couldn't really pick up the ball. City were moving the ball as they always do. You always know City are going to have a lot more of the possession. You've got to accept that's going to be the issue when it comes to that. Then, as United are pressing, it wasn't long after that United were trying to press, that it was obviously City that broke. City's game plan is not normally to break on you. They just break anyway at a good pace, but they wait. They're very patient, and they tend to try and pick you off. That's what City try and do. They won't change their game. Pep's been doing it for years. They won't change their game. Man United really struggled with the way that obviously City were moving the ball around. Cancelo obviously causing a lot of problems. He presses so high on the right-hand side from the fullback, or whichever side he's going to put him on. He presses so high that he sometimes comes in, overloads the midfield. And that was happening. He was picking a few little pockets up. He was trying to feed the ball to obviously De Bruyne, who was then in the opportunities. He's absolutely rattled the post from about 18 yards. Yeah, it looks like he's not going to be able to get a shot off. And if the camera goes behind him, he gets it off. Low back lift, bang, absolutely rattled the post. That one comes out. That's after about 12 minutes. And again, City just kept moving the ball, trying to wear Man United down. And then surprisingly, we get to half-time, 0-0. Pep obviously has to be very frustrated with the fact that it was 0-0 at half-time. Man United were probably lucky that they were still in the game at half-time, in my opinion. But the game plan was never going to play. De Bruyne was trying to pick up the balls. Foden, Raheem Sterling, they couldn't really deal with that, not having kind of like a number 9 backing onto him. Maguire didn't and struggled a little bit. So half-time, 0-0. Both teams going in. City, I think, would not be the happiest of the two, but you always knew that there was going to be goals. You didn't know where it was going to come from. And so second half starts. Stones and Diaz continue their excellent form recently. Stones now, after like a couple of seasons of everyone saying he's finished, he should be leaving, etc. England career was over, from looking like one of the best centre-halves in Europe, if not the world at the time. He's now formed a little formidable partnership with Diaz. Them two look solid. They really do look solid. And it was on 55 minutes that obviously they've had a free kick. Well, they broke away. They've got a free kick. Everyone thinks De Bruyne is going to whip the free kick in, and it's Foden that actually he whips it in with his left. He's managed to get to the back stick, missed a few players, and it's John Stones that's managed to get him behind Maguire and net City's opening goal for his first goal in 3 years. First goal in 3 years. So he's obviously going to be buzzing now. City take the lead. You think United are going to come out, and you think United are going to play like a game of chess. So Ole Gunnar's going to try and make something happen. They have a little go, but nothing really to try and put City off track. City was 70% of the possession at the time of that goal on 55 minutes, and they kept moving the ball really well, but City were managing the game. United were trying to get Rashford in. That was only probably the opportunity that they were going to get Bruno Fernandes or Pogba, getting the ball on the back foot in a little pocket and trying to find Rashford or Martial. Martial, is his chance at Man United running out? He doesn't seem to be clicking for him. I'm a massive fan of him, but he's just not really got clicking when it comes to his United career, whether the price tag, whether that has been an issue for him, but he's not been able to do it. So City were pressing. Man United would to continue to try and press them higher up the field, but it just wasn't to bring. And it was that man De Bruyne again who was picking up pockets. Sterling was causing half problems. Foden was doing really well, and then Cancelo was causing problems with his positioning, and obviously they were sound at the back. Now United were quite solid. They wasn't getting picked open. City, even though they had a lot of the ball, they didn't have a lot of opportunities to kind of trouble Henderson in the United net. And it was all the way around about on the 84 minutes towards the end. They broke. City have De Bruyne to Sterling, I think. Then Man United gave a free kick away, and then a corner away. And from that resulting corner, the ball has obviously gone out to Fernandinho, which is on the edge of the box, and he's absolutely spanked one. Great technique, spanked it from the edge of the box into the bottom corner. Henderson, no chance, and it makes it 2-0. And the game's dead and buried. 84 minutes, the game's dead and buried. So you've got John Stones' score sheet, who hasn't scored for God knows how long. Fernandinho probably ain't scored for probably longer than John Stones. Two very unlikely goal scorers are the difference in this Manchester derby and semi-final of the Carabao Cup. And City have done it again. City have gone to another final. United will be gutted. A lot of the United fans now will be questioning Ole Gunnar again. Is he the right man? Is he the man to take him to these cups because he want to win something? For Pep, they're the kings of the cup. They always get to these finals. They always tend to be in and around the mix when it comes to this trophy. But they've got a tough test now when obviously they face who Pep must hate playing against, Jose Mourinho's team. I hope he doesn't set up in a boring way. It's a one-off game. It's a cup game. Let's hope that obviously we get an exciting game. But well done to City tonight for playing joyfully to watch. United didn't really give them a threat. Pep will be absolutely delighted. For United, they've got to go back to the drawing board and see if they can obviously win this Premier League. But overall, Man City fully deserved it. Well done, Phil Foden. De Bruyne, best in the Premier League for me, doing his bits. And delighted to see John Stones obviously rediscover that form that made him probably one of the best centre-halves in the world at the time. So that's my quick wrap-up of the reaction of Man United against Man City. Let me know what your thoughts are when you see this on the stream. Obviously, comment. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Really do appreciate it. It's late at night. I'm going to get myself some Zeds. Speak to you tomorrow. I'll be on. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on a stream or whether I'll do an edit and film video tomorrow on some sort of subject. So you take care, enjoy yourself, and I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you.